Welcome everybody. This is Mr. Jeff here. For this Halloween, we decided that a reading of Edgar Allan Poe's The Raven would be about apropos for this time of the year. It's something that everybody should have some kind of interest in because, like it's one of these that we call back on to the next generation, even though they're not always attentive. But for ourselves, we still like to go through and to see how this construction of the word and the image that plays in our mind. And here I will start for Edgar Allan Poe's The Raven.
Yay, we're finally reading the poem.
Ah, thank you very much. And it goes, The Raven. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as someone gently rapping at my chamber door. "'Tis some visitor," I muttered, tapping at my chamber door. "Only this, and nothing more." Ah, distinctly I remember it was a bleak December, and each separate dying ember wrought its ghost upon the floor. Eagerly I wished the morrow. Vainly I sought to borrow from my books surcease of sorrow for the lost Lenore, for the radiant maiden whom the angels named Lemore, nameless here forevermore. And the silken, sad, uncertain rustling of each purple curtain filled me with fantastic terrors never felt before, so that now, to still the beating of my heart, I stood repeating to some visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door, some late visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door. This it is, and nothing more. Presently my soul grew stronger, hesitating then no longer. "Sir," and I, or "Madam, truly your forgiveness I implore, but the fact that I was napping, and so you came rapping, and so faintly you came tapping at my chamber door, that I scarce was sure I heard you. Here I opened the door, darkness there, and nothing more. Deep into that darkness peering, long I stood there wondering and fearing. Doubt, dreaming dreams no mortal ever dared dream before. But the silence was unbroken, and the darkness gave no token, and the only word there spoken was the whispered word, Lenore. This I whispered, and an echo murmured back the word, Lenore. Merely this, and nothing more. Back into the chamber turning, all my soul with me burning. Soon again I heard a tapping, somewhat louder than before. "Surely," said I, "surely there is something at my window lattice. Let me see, then, what threat it is, and this mystery explore. Let my heart be still a moment, and this mystery explore. 'Tis the wind, and nothing more." Open here I flung the shutter, when, with many a flirt and flutter, in there stepped a stately raven of the saintly days of yore. Not the least obscience made he not a moment stopped, or stay he, but with mine lord or lady perched above my chamber door, perched above a bust of Pallas, just above my chamber door, perched and sat, and nothing more. Then this ebony bird, beguiling my sad fancy into smiling, by the grave stern decor of the continents at war, though thy crest be shore and shaven though, I said, "Art sure no craven, ghastly grim and ancient raven, wandering from the nightly shore? Tell me what thy lordly name is on that night's Plutonian shore." Quoth the raven, "Nevermore." Much I marveled, this ungainly fowl, to hear the discourse so plainly, though it is answer little meaning, little relevance born. For we cannot help agreeing that no living human being ever yet was blessed with seeing bird above his chamber door, bird of geese upon the sculptured bust above his chamber door, with such a name as Nevermore. But the raven, sitting lonely on the placid bust, spoke only that one word, as if his soul in that one word he did outpour. Nothing farther that he uttered, not a feather that he fluttered, till I scarcely more than muttered, other friends have flown before. On the morrow he will leave, and my hopes have flown before. Then the bird said, Nevermore. Startled by the stillness broken, by replies so aptly spoken, doubtless, said I, what it utters, it is only stock and store, caught from some unhappy master, whom merciful disaster followed fast, and followed faster, till his songs one burden bore, till the dirges of his hope that melancholy burden bore of Nevermore. But the raven, still beguiling my sad fancy into smiling, straight I wheeled a cushioned seat in front of the bird, and bust and door. Then upon the velvet sinking, I betook myself to linking fancy unto fancy, thinking that this ominous bird of yore, what his grin ungainly, ghastly gaunt, ominous bird of yore, meant in croaking Nevermore. This I sat engaging and guessing, but no syllable expressing, to the fowl whose fiery eyes now burned my bosom's core. This and more I sat divining, with my head at ease reclining, on the cushioned velvet lining that the lamplight rolled over, but whose velvet violet lining with the lamplight rolled over. She shall press on Nevermore. Then methought, ere the denser perfume with an unseen censer, swung by seraphim whose footfalls twinkled on the tufted floor. Wretch, I cried, thy God had lent thee, by these angels he has sent thee, respite, respite, and now from these memories of Lenore, quaff, oh quaff, this kind that forgotten, this lost Lenore, quoth the raven, Nevermore. Prophet, said I, king of evil, prophet still, if bird or devil, whether tempter sent, or whether tempest tossed, be ye here shore, desolate yet all undaunted, on this desert land enchanted, upon his home by horror haunted. Tell me truly, I implore, is there balm in Gilead? Tell me, I implore, quoth the raven, Nevermore. Prophet, said I, thing of evil, prophet still, if bird or devil, by that heaven that bends above us, and by that God we both adore, tell this soul, with sorrow laden, if within the distant Aden, it shall clasp a sainted maiden, whom the angels name Lenore. Clasp a rare, radiant maiden, whom the angels name Lenore, quoth the raven, Nevermore. Be that word our sign parting bird or friend, a shriek of starting. Get thee back into the tempest and night's plutonium shore. Leave no black plume as a token of that lie thy soul hath spoken. Leave my loneliness unbroken. Put the bust above my door. Take thy beak from my heart, and take thy form from my door, quoth the raven, Nevermore. And the raven, never flitting, still sitting, still is sitting, on the pallid bust of Pallas, just above my chamber door, with his eyes have all the seeming of a demon that is dreaming, and the lamplight over him screams, throws his shadow on the floor, and my soul, from out of that shadow that lies floating on the floor, shall be lifted nevermore. Good evening, and thank you.